Let's go! Welcome into Sports Saturday right here on the Fan Sports Network. 105.1 The Fan, 1080 The Fan, the Odyssey app, YouTube, and Twitch for the kids. Joe Fisher III, Rashad Taylor across the faux marble table as always.
What up, though?
And across the window, Jordan Schultz.
Happy Saturday again.
How we doing? How we doing, gentlemen? We doing all right?
Feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Yeah. It's Saturday. It's nice out. You know, it's been consistently nice like all week, like a week and a half almost. Man, feeling good to be in Portland right now.
Yeah, it's not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's a stark contrast as far as the, like you said, like being in Portland, wanting to be in Portland right now. Stark contrast from the vibes of the documentary I watched last night, the Jailblazers documentary.
Oh, did you finally check it out?
Finally sat down and
because I was with my son, and we're sitting there on the couch. Wanted to go to bed a little bit early, but we had about an hour and a half to watch something, and he loves sports documentaries. I'm starting to notice about them. That we watched the Malice in the Palace, we've watched the Court of Gold, the Redeem Team. Like he really likes the.
Is it just basketball ones, or is it?
I think it's just sports documentaries in general.
Watched the Cowboys one on Netflix yet?
He wanted to start watching that last night,
and I
refused. I was like, "You're just gonna piss me off."
Highly recommended.
So let's watch the Jailblazers.
It's actually very good.
How about the cheerleaders one too?
Yeah, it was actually the Dallas one was actually. Pretty good.
I haven't watched it, and there's like part of me. I just think I'm just gonna get mad a lot of it, and listening to Jerry. You
will.
Sometimes the tumbleweed does not always tumble. All right.
You have great Jerry Jones.
But he found that glory hole, man.
Sometimes it stays in place, but when it does move, it moves a little faster.
I think the great thing about that Cowboys doc is the fact that there was a point where people just took their time to S on Jerry and just to be like, yeah, this is over. He needs to go. It's, so there was that moment of the doc as they got kind of, talking about the latter years or the current times. And they're just like, what are we doing? It's hard to watch the Cowboys. It's hard to be a fan. Let this go. Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of, there wasn't like one of those things. The Hulk Hogan documentary infuriated me.
Yeah. So they tried to get Jerry out of there, and then he said,
"Give me money, money me, money now."
No, well, he keeps making it, man. So I think that's the thing.
Money needing a lot now.
Listen, the one thing that Jerry Jones that keeps him there is the fact that the Cowboys are always going to make money.
Money, please.
Aren't they still like one of the most profitable? But not that's not the franchise. It's not like the Yankees or like Arsenal or something stupid.
They're
like that.
still one of the most valuable, I think. For sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate that. I hate when teams are like, "Have we won a championship in 30 years?" No, but we're one of the most valuable franchises. And like,
You're always in the black. bro.
Draymond just did that the other night when he was talking about the Warriors season
yeah.
out, and he's like, "Yeah, but
That's
you know,
ass.
most sellouts in the last 10 years." And I'm like, dude, I don't care. Well, all right.
Well,
all right.
Blazers fans had that one for years.
Yeah, I mean, so there's not like it's not that like San Francisco doesn't have a whole bunch to do there because there's a ton to do there. But if you're really techie, then yes, you love it in the Bay Area, especially right there. There's tons to do and be outside and all that stuff. But
yeah, last
I mean,
night the vibes of that documentary was very much like no one wants to be here, at least in obviously the NBA sense, like players wise.
for the Jailblazers.
Yeah, you guys,
they did make it. I mean, Rashad, you saw it already. They made it sound like Portland kind of sucked, not just in general, but also, you speak to this obviously more than Joe and I, but like for a young black person never from here before, doesn't really understand what Portland's like. They basically said like people don't want to come here.
Man, they made the one person that's from here be like, yeah, I'm cool. The one guy that's from here and went to Wilson High School, like historically not a like historically diverse kind of school like that, but still went there and then got here to play for the Blazers and been like, you know what? Don't want to live here anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lake Oswego Police.
Thank you.
Allegedly.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Did
Well-
you see, hold on, not to cut you off, Joe. Did
You're
you
fine.
see what Lake Oswego did? The movie theater did like a week
Lake
ago.
Twin? Lake Twin Theater?
I'm not sure which one. Forgive me. I don't want
Ooh,
to
the
speak
little
out of
one
turn.
with the cafe or whatever.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's Lake Twin Theater there, right?
With the marquee.
Yeah,
And they're always putting
yep.
something
My-
crazy on the marquee.
My dad actually helped build that place.
Did he really?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to
Fisher Jr.
Fisher Jr. Yeah, I was gonna say the second, but man, so they put this.
Saw many great movies there.
So Michael comes out, right, and they were like, man, would it be great if he never groomed kids or something like
They
that?
put that on the marquee.
Go see Devil Wears Prada instead, and I was like, that's. But then again, hey, that's you know.
They got in.
I actually kind of appreciate that. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
they got not in trouble, but when that Melania movie, Trump's wife,
They did.
that came out, they put something on the marquee about that as well.
They
and
did.
Apparently, Amazon was like, "You can't play this movie. We're pulling the rights for you to air this movie." And I'm like, I don't think they wanted.
Yeah, I don't
to
think they
in
really-
The first
It's like, well,
really
then
cared
why
like
do
that.
it? That's dumb. It was all dumb. This place obviously likes to be funny and make statements.
Do we? Do you want
Sure.
my quick synopsis?
Yes.
On the doc.
Yes,
Give it
let's
to
hear
us.
It was pretty funny, honestly.
It was.
What I did, like before I put it on last night, I said to my son, I'm like, "Do you want to take a look into my childhood? Because this is, late '90s, early 2000s. I'm 7 to 11 years old, and so yeah, I wanted my son. I'm like, dude, this is like his age. Those years for my son, 7 through 11, Damian Lillard era." Like, good times. I was like, this is what I had to go through in my youth. And there was a lot of things because I was so young I didn't know about. Obviously knew about the yellow Hummer incident, but then the team bus driving by on the freeway as Damon Stoudemire and Rasheed Wallace were pulled over,
Oh, that was just gold.
and their retelling of it, it was like that bus was moving in slow motion, and I could see every single
face.
one of their faces on that bus
Fonzie
as they were
Wells,
driving by.
Is that Damon?
And it's like, man, like, hey, you see the Hummer, and it's like, hey, look. Everybody's just looking out the window as they pass. Like,
I was
yeah.
dying laughing.
It's our
at
Blazers,
that, yeah.
baby.
No, yeah, I mean,
And then I did not know about the search, the legal search. Like I remember he got caught with the pound, but I'm not an adult keeping tabs on everything that happened. And obviously he didn't serve any time. He never got accused of anything, so he just kept playing. And I was like, oh, okay, 9-year-old, 10-year-old Joe's like, oh, nothing must have happened because of that.
Well, no, he did get accused of.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He they did the illegal search and found the pound of weed and then tried to bust him for it. And then they're like, you did an illegal search, so the case was thrown out. But yeah, I didn't know that was the case where the cops went in because the alarm was tripped quote allegedly, and they wanted to go in the house to make sure there were no burglars and nothing was wrong.
That
allegedly.
was public at the time,
and then they
right?
found. Oh, I mean, it was all over
Yeah, it was
the
on
news.
Just
news,
forgot.
Yeah.
No, but I don't remember the like search part of it in that
Neither did I.
Lake Oswego. And then it got to the point where they talked about the nickname for Lake Oswego. And I looked over at Joey after that part, and I'm like, they've been calling it that for a while. And Joey just hits me with a, wow. I'm like, yeah, bud.
Yeah.
I remember when we were that age, they were before that. I think like in the 80s, they were calling it that, right? Like,
Dude, a long time.
They still call it that.
well, no, they
it's
do. I'm talking
still
about
to this
when
day,
did it start?
The Jailblazers happen, quote unquote Jailblazers, which I gotta be real, I hate that name because none of them went to jail for anything. At least not the ones they were talking about.
During the time of them on the Blazers, except for, Reuben Patterson.
Yeah, Reuben Patterson.
Quintel Woods.
But the story of even getting Reuben Patterson, just as everybody knew that he had
He was a registered sex offender.
registered already. We knew that before you signed him, and you still did. Like
It's
that was
such a-
already
that was
that
that
was a
was
bad
that was
move.
already like the
when it got
first
to that
thing.
point in the documentary where they're like, and then we got Reuben, I shook my head and looked over
Like,
at my
what are-
son and
what
my
are we
girlfriend.
doing?
I'm like, buckle up for this one.
And I actually, you talking about it being funny, I liked the part where Bob Whitsitt pushed back on the interviewer saying,
He's like, pull
hey,
up the free agency class.
Yeah, so there were actually better players out there. And I think I side with Whitsitt on this one, that there actually weren't for the stats.
Yeah, I
but
don't remember the 2000.
Reuben was not the answer. No one should have signed him. The NBA, I mean, I guess what are you going to do if the rules allow it? You're going to do it, or some team's going to do it. The NBA can't allow players like that to be signed, I think. And that was a whole... Oh, that was just bad. That was a bad time. So, yeah, him and Quintel, the real Jailblazers.
Rasheed was funny in it, but that's just Rasheed. But also...
He don't like Portland.
No,
He does not like it here.
Obvious, that was obvious during his during the end here. But there's just part of me with him is that he's just like, none of it was his fault. He really seems to take like, there's a line in there. He's like, I don't know you. I don't want to get to know you. Your job is to get to know me. It's like, God, yeah, that's the point of the media, dude. Is like to get to know you for the fans to know you, and then but you're not going to talk to. So
you didn't really
I think she didn't want to talk to those dudes. I'll be real. Like
no, it was obvious. He said he wanted to talk to the black reporter at the Oregonian.
That's because guess what?
So to say
a
that
reporter-
like I don't like the media, it's like, oh no,
No,
I
he's
think
talking.
you just don't
he
like
was-
the white dudes.
No, he was talking. No, he wasn't even white dudes. He was talking to one very specific white dude that was over there at the media. And I'm not going to say his name because, man,
I would say
forget that
two,
dude.
but yeah.
Maybe two. Okay, but the truth is, every time they wrote something about Sheed, it was negative. Like they were actively trying to push Sheed out of Portland. As a kid that was looking at that, I was like, man, what is he doing wrong? Because guess what? If smoking weed is the bad thing, then why do we love Bill Walton? Like, why is he? Well, Bill Walton will pull up to Holiday Park and just smoke with people.
Yep.
Like, I mean, and we celebrate that. We wear tie-dyed shirts. We have a tie-dye night because of that. Like, why are these guys? Why is this worse? Every single time, that writer over there, I'm not going to say his name, I think he had the biggest thing to do with, because at a time when people really read newspaper, had a big thing to do with Sheed getting ousted from here. No, he doesn't like it here. That Kobe commercial where it's the conductor, I think is what it's called, and everybody's singing about, hating Kobe from all these different places, Spain and, the Kings and all this jazz. Sheed is in that commercial, and he's holding a Blazers hat and not wearing it. He was like, man, they told me to do the commercial. He was like, man, I'm not wearing anything Blazers. I'll hold it, but I'm not, like, putting it on my head or anything because, man, screw that franchise. No. And so for me, Tom Dundon, one of his biggest things is repair the relationships that you have with former players, with former Blazers.
And they did that a little bit this year by doing that reunion, and
cool.
But there's part of me with Rasheed where it's just like, dude, I don't think he's ever gonna like.
I
change.
think he can. I think he can.
I don't know.
I don't
dude.
think we've done a good job. It's just
you're right.
Not
People,
even for
people
Rasheed.
can change.
Yeah.
He seems like he has a very large hate in his heart for this city and franchise. That I don't think he's ever gonna get past.
I mean, I think he can get past it. I think we have to do a better. Not we, but the franchise has to do a better job. And just Clyde Drexler feels the same way about Portland. Clyde Drexler said he was here for 11 years. He would have stayed for 15, but y'all started to want to go through a rebuild when I'm still here and killing. Like, why are we doing that now? So yeah, man, get me out of here. And then once he was out of here, we never took time to really acknowledge Drexler as the guy. We've never taken time to acknowledge anybody. There's like 7 retired jerseys up there in the Moda Center. Why? Crazy. That's crazy.
I do wonder if they, and I'm sure there's a podcast somewhere where Sheets talked about this, like separating his disdain for like Whitsitt in the front office and how he was treated, and Steve Patterson and John Nash once they took over, versus the fans, because I feel like, I don't know, at that time when he was traded for, it was a tumultuous time, obviously, in that late 90s roster era, because Isaiah Ryder was already kind of starting to pop off a little bit. And that's funny, because that wasn't even really talked about in the documentary. There were a lot of things that the documentary didn't address that I feel like, you know, a 2 or 3 episode documentary would have offered a lot more context. And there was a complicated relationship fans had with Isaiah Ryder, so if Rasheed starts popping off, not even acting the same way off the court at all, not even close, but popping up on the court, that pissed fans off. Like, it just, man, it was dumb. And, like, looking back, like, I wish that we treated them better. And I wish that documentary examined what you just talked about, Rashad, the disdain for those guys smoking weed versus Bill Walton absolutely beloved for it. So I don't get it.
I mean, listen, it was completely racial. I mean, Damon Stoudemire, he had a good point, and he's like, man, you know, I'm from here. Like, I grew up with a lot of friends that were white. You know, I almost had more white friends than black friends.
Went to Wilson.
He's like, I never thought anything was like racially motivated. He's like, there were some racial undertones, but I never felt like it was just, you know, straight up racism.
Nobody's ever going to come to your face and call you the N-word.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen here.
Yeah.
If they do, they're very, very bold. But for the most part, it's the undertones. It's the microaggressions.
It's the passive aggressiveness. Yeah.
It's those are things you pick up on. And when you're not winning,
I think that's what Damon was kind of alluding to. He's like, I don't think it was just like straight up, like, you know, waving Confederate flags in my face and, you know, showing up in a sheet. But, like, I mean, again, let go. We know what the case is over there. So, it made me, like, nostalgic for that time of NBA basketball. I mean,
such a fun time.
Talking about, you know, again, my childhood, like watching that and being like, oh man, they weren't a role model for the city, the fans, the kids. And I'm like, dude, I was one of those kids. I jumped ship for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I jumped over to be a New Orleans Hornets fan for like 2-3 seasons. Shout out Baron Davis, David Wesley, Jamal McGlure, PJ Brown.
What the NFL is now to sports, the NBA was in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s especially. Like the NBA
cultural,
was it.
That cultural impact as far as what it had. And my only beef with the doc, and I know we have to break, my only beef with the doc is when they talk to all these people about how they felt about the Blazers and they're no longer their role models and all that stuff, they didn't come to North and Northeast Portland.
Oh, dude,
and that was my only thing. Like they didn't come to Ockley Green and Jefferson and Benson and, you know, Grant and all those schools.
It's a lot of suburban folk. They're at that time marijuana. Ooh.
What?
Yeah, but
pass the meth.
Yeah, I mean, like, but they even said, can I get some of that Colombian Bam Bam, please? But yeah, I mean, like Rasheed and Damon even said about the yellow Hummer. We smoked it, like. They just got a speeding ticket, and you know Damon was like, "Dude, this is gonna be all over the news." And Rasheed was like, "Bro, this is routine.
Like
it's
ticket.
a speeding ticket." And I was with him too. I'm just like, "Yeah, dude. Like, if that had happened, and I was in that situation, and I did smoke, but I wasn't driving, and we got speeding, and they brought the dogs out, searched, and found nothing, I would have been like." We're good.
Guess we're good.
We're good, dude. Just speeding ticket. Yeah, we smoked, and yeah, we were. That was a sticky situation there, but we're good. We're fine. Go home. And Rasheed even being like, dude, I went home and my wife hit me, waking me up. Wake up! What'd you do last night? Like, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
I took a cruise and drove home.
Yeah,
it wasn't anything crazy.
Playing to Seattle.
So
lost.
Yeah. But 9-year-old Joe, as my dad is telling me. Oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Hold on, I got to go into the garage real quick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I can't.
Dad,
believe
you smell funny.
Dad,
I can't believe they're doing this. Anyways,
good stuff.
All right, we got a break. Welcome to Sports Saturday. You can chime in on the show 503-864-6326. Someone said they are B deep in S on a Saturday morning cleaning a sewer line, but at least I got Sports Saturday on. And I said, hey, buddy, that smells like money.
Hey, yeah, we might need your number.
Money needing a lot now.
Money, please. Money.
It's a way to get it on a Saturday morning.
We got a good little show, though, today. Is there a thing as too much madness? I will ask you boys that.
I don't think so.
One of the worst owners in sports has solidified him as the worst owner in sports, and I will tell you why. Also, the scandal, there's just something new every week, Rashad. There's something new every week. You can't escape it. You can't escape it.
Man. Come on, Mike.
We've got also most overrated NBA players list that came out.
I saw that.
Love it.
I have not looked at it. I saw a couple players on it, but I haven't looked at. I saw the headlines like blah blah blah's this number, and so.
One interesting point about that whole list I'd like to get to as well.
Okay. Excited for the back half of the show. We might do this at the top of the hour of hour number 2 or at 10:30, but we are going to have in studio Sophia Jones, color commentator for your Portland Fire. How about that?
Boss.
Isn't that awesome? Do you know who's performing at halftime?
What you mean? Do I know who's performing at halftime of the Fire? That's no, not him.
It's like Portland
Not
got
him.
Rule.
I wish.
Where is Ja?
Got to hear what Jaws take on this is.
Okay. We ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Are we ready?
We are ready, Ja.
I guess not.
All right, Sports Saturday. March? Too much madness? We do that next. Sports Saturday, Fan Sports Network.
Longview. Why?
such a great era, music-wise.
Listen, man, this is at the time I didn't love it because I think I was in it, and it was kind of like, I don't really love these songs by Ashanti. I was getting really sick of Ja Rule at a point. Like 50 Cent came right
Here
on
he comes.
time because like it was one of those things. But now I go back and I'm like, all right, man, Ja Rule was kind of killing it. Ashanti was fresh, but Ashanti just
I'm.
can't sing.
Whoa!
Sorry, she can't sing.
Didn't she do all of J-Lo's music, all of J-Lo's like choruses and stuff like that?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that's what I
That
thought.
was mostly
Always on time. I could sing one note too. So I bet
Yeah.
you both of you guys.
Always there when you call.
Yep, there you go.
Always on time.
That's not hard at all.
yeah. So
I wonder how much Sophia Jones knows about Ashanti and Ja Rule, because she's Sophia Jones, the color commentator for the Portland Fire. She'll be in studio later because the Portland Fire kick off their season tonight. Yeah, I think Sophia's one of the youngins. She was on the San Jose State Spartans as recently as 2023. So yeah, she's a young.
Yeah,
we'll have
she's
to
fresh
see.
out the game as far as hooping. So
We'll have to see what is her knowledge on Ashanti. And
I don't know
Ja
if she
Rule.
knows any songs from 2000 when she was born.
To everybody that be living it up, we say.
Yeah, that's a great song too. You know, hey, but we'll see. She might have an old soul.
Maybe
She might. Yeah.
Last time we heard from Ja Rule was like the failed Fire Festival. So
Yeah. My
it's great
favorite-
that he's coming back.
one of my
It wasn't his fault.
One of my favorite
Sure.
lines from those documentaries is they're doing like a Zoom meeting, like a between all the employees, and a dude's like, "Yeah, but we like did mislead the public. Like that's fraud. Like what we did is, you know, and he's like, whoa, there's no fraud. There's no fraud. I'd call it more false advertising." I was like, I don't know.
All those Ja fans.
Synonyms, sir.
That's not that much better, Ja.
All those Ja fans so disappointed sleeping in yurts.
Where is Ja?
I hope he pops out tonight.
That'd be great.
I hope he shows up.
Are you going to game?
No, I want so. Obviously, we at our station here, they have some allotments for games of certain teams, and
Did
sure
we
enough,
miss them?
it's a hot ticket. It's the season opener. It's the season. It's inaugural opener. Well, I guess the inaugural opener 2.0 for the Portland Fire because
There you go.
Yeah. Fire. They but yeah, they're kicking off their season tonight, so everybody wants to be there. Ashanti's going to be there for God's sake.
Shanti's going to be there.
You're getting an Ashanti concert with a game. How about that?
Are they just
wait.
going to load up the soundtrack with any song that has the word fire in it?
I hope so.
Yeah. Fire! 911, shorty fire burning on the... Or just like...
Hopefully they don't play that one.
Jordan, just
Why?
because I can't see from far away, can you give me the details on the Portland Fire broadcast? What station will that be on?
It's going to be
at what
on
time?
9:10 ESPN tonight, 6 p.m.
That's
tip, and we got pregame getting going at 5:45.
There you go.
sir.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, I'll be running the board. So, yeah, 6 p.m. tip, Chicago Sky v. Portland Fire.
Cool.
Right here at the Moda.
Cool. So usually I'm in favor of more games in any capacity, for the most part, right? Give me more sports. I want more sports. I like sports. I like to watch sports. I am not on board with the NCAA tournament expanding to 76 teams because what you're rewarding mediocrity, you are completely diminishing the regular season, and as far as the teams like that you're adding into it, as far as like how this is going to break out, they're all mid and or garbage. Like these aren't good teams that you're going to now be allowing to give a chance. Like I believe it's in each region, the 16 seeds will all have a game. So every 16 seed will be playing a play-in game. Every 11 seed or every 12 seed in every region will be doing the same. And then I believe it is 2 regions, 2 11 seed matchups. And then in another 2 regions, it's like 2 13 seed matchups. So they're just letting in all of these mediocre mid teams. And I was listening to Primetime last night, and Steven, the producer, had a list of all the teams that would have got into the March Madness field this year.
Trash.
Yeah.
It's like the
Like Oklahoma was one of them,
Yeah.
and they lost 9 straight games in the regular season.
It's like the Duquesnes, Duquesne, and the Bethune Christians of the world. It's like the nobody cares schools of NCAA sports.
Did you just call him Duquesne?
Yes. Have you ever heard that clip before?
Okay,
There's a coach out there. Well,
Duquesne,
it's a
yeah,
joke
yeah.
because
Okay.
a coach calls out Duquesne. I'll have to go find it in the system.
Okay, I was like, oh my god. I heard the Duquesne though. They're right after. That's why I was like, does he know how to say it? But yeah, it's just I'm not on board with this because these teams, like I said, the teams are bad, but that doesn't sell. Like just because you have more games does not sell me that I need to watch it. I barely watch the play-in games.
Who asked for this though?
I
That's the whole thing. Like I think they were getting plenty of money from bets. They were getting plenty of money from from brackets. You're getting money. Why do you need this? Like you've got all your regionals and everything in different parts of the country. There's no reason for more games. Instantly, you just killed Cinderellas. That part is over. Like because it was already tough for a 16 to beat a 1, or a 15 to beat a 2, or whatever the case is. Now you're talking about an 18 seed? What? What is that? I don't know. It's just, there's certain things. College basketball continues to just do things that amaze me, and just as they get these players that are just incredible, they're just losing more and more viewers all the time because I just don't. It's become the biggest money grab, and it already was, right? It already really was, and maybe they're losing money based on the NIL and everything and having to pay students more and stuff like that. So this is a way to make up the difference, I guess, and then adding these additional games. But you've already got you just mentioned a team with 9 losses would have been in the tournament. If that's what it was, would have been 9 straight losses.
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me.
I got
would have
another
been in the tournament. Like that's not a team I want to waste time watching on a Thursday.
Another example, last year, Auburn, a team that finished 7-11 in the SEC and 17-16 overall, was among the first 4 teams out of this past year's tournament. They would have gotten in.
Tight.
You finished 7-11 in the SEC.
Tight. So just really, you could be as bad as possible, and as long as you weren't the worst potentially, then you could be in this tournament.
Yeah,
And for your school, that's great. Now some other small mid-major or some NAIA school is going to get into the tournament and have a great run at it.
Was it Jordan? You brought up the Onion.
Yep.
The Onion News article where it was like, we're allowing every single college in the nation to play in March Madness, so it's going to be a tournament of 4,038 schools.
Yeah, go find it. It's
Just
a
do it.
YouTube video. It's
Just do it.
hilarious. Like, so what's the 726 versus the 428 matchup looking like out of the South region?
Yeah.
Like, well, we've got a high school team matching up against the School of the Deaf.
It reminds
It's
me
bad.
of the scene from basketball too, when Dan Patrick and Kenny Mayne are trying to break
Yeah.
down the playoff bracket, and they're like, and in the North, South, East region, they will be playing a 3-game series. If no winner comes out of that, they will do a potato sack race to determine the winner. And down in the Central, Northern, Eastern Coastal Division, like it's too much, man.
I think if you're going to do this, we need to bring relegation into college basketball.
That would be fun.
Why not?
I think it'd be fun in football too. I don't know how the
Just
hell
send them to
that
D2.
would work, but
Just send them to D2. And
Well-
whoever the best D2 team is, send them to D1.
I feel like these drops are going to get a lot of work going forward.
Money me. Money me. Money now.
I like them all. Where are those from?
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have to
Oh,
give
okay.
one Jason Sukanik credit because he said it on the show. I'm like, oh god, I need to pull the clip. The episode, Charlie's mom decides to fake having cancer to raise money
Oh, yeah.
because they broke the church statue.
It's a pretty good one.
So as they're at a fundraiser, she is asking for money by saying,
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
That's Charlie's mom?
that's Charlie's mom.
Jeez.
Because Charlie wrote the script
Wonder where it got
clearly.
all- Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes from Always Sunny is The Gang Turns Black.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
What are the rules?
What are the rules? Yeah.
What are the rules?
It's just like The Wiz. It's nothing like The Wiz, man. Nothing like The Wiz.
Oh god! Freaking classic show, and I almost cursed right there. All right, let's take a break because one of the worst owners in sports, bam, calling it. He is the official worst owner in sports because of this. We get to that next here, Sports Saturday. But first, George Schultz, I swear to God, if I don't get a Sports Center update right here, I'm going to lose. My mark.
Solway? I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi, it's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings compares one line of Xfinity Mobile Select to comparable plans from T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T as of 3/24/26. Taxes, fees, extra. $30 monthly discount limited to new mobile customers only. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Staples presents Celebrations Made Easy.
I went to Staples for a custom printed graduation banner and invites and saw that Party City is now at Staples.
Wait, what?
Party City is now at Staples.
So now Staples has balloons.
Down, Doug. Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down. Hey! Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.